Here with Hofstra head coach Seth Tierney following a thrilling 14-12 win over Siena today. Coach, thoughts on today's performance?
I want to lie to you and tell you that I'm thrilled, but I'm not. And it was one of those wins where I'm proud of the guys because they gutted it out, and it was tight to the end. Our plan obviously was not to come out of the locker room and lose that third quarter and grow on a lead that we got late in the second quarter where it was 10-7. And if we can get 2 or 3, maybe we can get them to start thinking about, this might get out of reach. And instead, credit to Siena. They fought really hard, and but in the end, we're on the right side of the scoreboard. 3-1 after the first 4, and still a lot of work to do, which is great. And we gotta get ready for the next one. So,
Coach, coming into the year, obviously, new goalkeeper Sean. Talk about his, that fourth quarter, 3 straight possessions for Siena. He made 3 huge clutch saves. Talk about how impressed you've been with, his, rise this year.
Yeah, I mean, you bring up. You guys always have great questions, and Sean, although he's been part of our team for 2 years, he hasn't seen a whole lot of action. And no matter what anybody says, sitting in that goalie seat as a starting goalie, it just feels different. Everybody thinks they can do it from the sideline, and then when they get in there, the whole thing changes. So last week, or midweek, we had a big one with St. John's, and he made an incredible amount of saves, right? And this one, again, in the third quarter or in the fourth quarter, where, he had 3 big-time saves, it was huge. Again, I don't know if he was, we didn't play well in front of him. I spoke to Coach Gorman after the game. I know I'm going to be angry about how we gave up goals today. I know it's not going to be a good weekend for me. Again, I'm happy that we won, but we gave up goals in a very unorthodox way, and we shouldn't be doing that. But as far as Sean, he's getting on the job experience as we go, and I'm proud of him. He just got his 3rd win as the starting goalie.
Follow up for that. How important was it for him to just be behind Mac the last couple of years, a guy who had so much experience for you guys?
Yeah, I think Sean probably now kind of reflects back a little bit. The guys behind Sean now are doing a great job with Sean, and Sean did a great job with Matt Gates, and I'm sure that's playing a little bit of Armageddon in his head, like he's kind of going through it and having flashbacks of what's going on and how good Mac really was for us, and now Sean is making a legacy and plowing his own path.
Can you talk about the atmosphere tonight? An incredible turnout. There was goals. Everyone was excited. But does it hype the boys up when they're playing behind such a ruckus fan base here?
Yeah, it was. I will tell you that there was a few comments from the crowd. I asked our guys not to turn around. I think the parents were getting into it with the parents a little bit. And again, it just there was passion in this game, right? I know they got a little bit of a ride home, but it's a local game, being in New York. And again, I want to give Coach Gleason and their kids a lot of credit because they fought to the end. And again, 2 weeks in a row, the team that's 2-0 is really our plant department. Again, they if you saw what this field looked like at 8 o'clock this morning, you would think that we'd be playing tomorrow, and those guys pulled it together. So awfully proud to work here with those people.
Obviously, it was the first of a 4-game stretch for you guys where you're playing against very highly talented opponents, Marist, UNC, and I'm missing one, but how important was it just to get the first win ahead of this, big stretch for you guys?
Yeah, no, it was. It's always good. Going back to a full week of preparation. We have Marist coming to town. I don't know. I haven't seen any scores yet, so I haven't seen what they did today. But we'll get a chance to certainly, at least tomorrow and Monday, we're going to get a chance to break us down. Really, St. John's and Siena, because you don't really have a whole lot of time to talk about St. John's because you got to flip right into it. So let's put we call it a low light film. Let's put all our mistakes on what that low light film. Let's break it down. Let's pick apart ourselves, self scout, and then we'll start to learn a little bit about Marist.
Can you talk about JT a little bit, because he's causing turnovers at a very high rate and he's driving the offense a little bit. He's had 3 assists in his 4 games.
Yes.
What is his presence doing to the defense?
Yeah, I mean, JT is now a sixth-year guy. He spent 4 years at Marist, a year at at Carolina, and he comes here and he is such a wonderful, mature, beyond his years person. The highs aren't too high, the lows aren't too low, and JT just plays each possession. Again, when you're a 60-year guy, you just want to play because you know that the sand in the hourglass is getting close to the end.
Obviously, when we talk about the offense, we talk about guys like Madsen and Jones and Turner.
Sure.
But there's a lot of depth this year, it seems, to this team offensively.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think that, Colton Rudd is playing well. A couple of other guys need to step up a little bit more. But yeah, we got Trey Parks that was hurt, came back a little bit during St. John's, a little bit today, and then hopefully now we have a full week. Let's get him back into the fold a little bit. Yeah, we're a little bit deeper. And at this point, again, I haven't gotten the injury report after today's game yet. We're much healthier than we've been in the last 2 years. So we're fighting. And again, if someone's not playing well, the depth chart is a little bit better than it's been.
When we talked about Sean's performance in the fourth quarter, just overall the defense's performance in the fourth quarter held Siena to only 5 shots in that quarter with the game on the line.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think the defense was upset in the first half, as they should be. We gave up 7, and we really shouldn't have. And so that we get to that fourth quarter, I think some things settled down. Certainly, out of those, Sean made 3 really good saves, as we brought up, and things started to settle down a little bit. They are a unique team. They score in some different ways, and kudos to them, right? I think that if they had 12 goals today, as I spoke to Coach Gorman, I don't know, maybe 4 of them were on 6-on-6. Right, they had a man-up goal. They had a bunch off the ride. They have a bunch in this gray area, and they do a really good job with that. Some in the subbing game a little bit. So I think we need to break down the film and get back at it. That's what we're in the thick of it now.
And last question, just what did you think of John Madsen's performance today on the offensive end?
Yeah, what did he have? 5 today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, John Madsen is like, he's the competitor's competitor, right? If I walked downstairs right now and said, I want to play pool, I want to play ping pong, he would stop whatever he's doing. He would talk smack to me, and he would play as hard as he can. He'd be diving all over the locker room. He competes. He wants to win, as does everybody. But he's showing up, and he's putting the ball away when we needed to. I don't think he had any assists today, but he's a guy that he likes to work on his overall game, and we need him. We need him. He's playing at a very high compete level, and we need some other guys to join him up at that level.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
You got it.